working to bring economic and social activity back into downtown as opposed to being far-flung in different portions on a strip mall here and in a campus detached from the rest of town there. Bring it all back into town so that all these awesome activities, be they cultural, institutional, are all going on in town again. People are using the sidewalks, walking past each other, creating relationships. Because, I mean, think about it. You drive in your car, you don't talk to anybody. You know, nobody else is in your car. You don't bump into anybody in your car. But when you're walking down the sidewalk, you see your neighbor. You jump on the public bus, you see somebody you might not have met before. And these are all side benefits that create a lot of positive minor relationships amongst people that don't occur when we have an auto-centric, suburban, far-flung, shopping mall-based setup.
So trying to prompt more social interaction within the community.
Absolutely, and bring people that aren't here back in. This place had about twice as many people up until World War II, just like every other city and town in America pretty much. And they all left. They all moved to the suburbs, the adjacent municipalities. And they all still work here. They commute back to work. But they don't use the sidewalks. They don't live the walkable life that keeps them around their neighbors and keeps them interacting and in a lot of ways engenders compassion for your fellow human. And this festival is a way to bring people back into town, remind them of all the wonderful assets we have here, both recreational, cultural, and otherwise, and maybe help let everybody bump into their neighbors that they haven't met. So many new people are moving in here. Big festivals like this give everybody an opportunity to meet each other. I mean, I'm going to guess some percentage of these people here today just moved into town within the last year, and this is their introduction to the community. So.
That's terrific. We actually walked around briefly, and we already met new people within 20 minutes, so it's working.
Good,
it's great
good.
job.
I'm glad to hear it. And the other thing is you can't park here. You got to park a couple blocks away, and so then you have to walk through town, remind yourself, oh, wow, that empty storefront is now a bagel shop, and oh, this guy's cutting hair in here again. And it gives people that live their lives in the suburbs an opportunity to see what's happened over the past couple years in town. Yeah.
Perfect. So what are some of the highlights of the festival today?
Well, we've got musical entertainment all afternoon. Right now, Brushes the Clown is on stage doing a magic show for children. She brings a few kids up on stage, and they do, they participate in some of the tricks. We've got a 50-50 raffle. That's always exciting. Everybody loves money. There's kiddie rides, and we try to keep it cheap. It's, $10 to ride all day for kids, and all kinds of local organizations, local churches, nonprofits, political parties, our state representatives, the Salvation Army. We have a food drive going on with the Follow Me Foundation. About a half a dozen local restaurants brought their stuff down here, and they're selling their food, which is another thing I'm really excited about because most of the restaurants that are represented today have East Stroudsburg locations. And a lot of people, while they might live in the East Stroudsburg zip code, they don't live in the borough, they don't hang out in the borough. They're going to say, wow, that's the best jerk chicken I've had in 10 years. I'm coming back into town. And so that's all these little side goals. It's all to bring attention to town and bring activity to town.
Terrific.
Yeah.
So I had one more question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about community-based media?
I'm all for it because that way we have a community deciding what it wants to see and then producing what it wants to see, as opposed to someone in another city, 4 states away, saying, how can I sell more deodorant? What do I need to put on that box to sell more deodorant? That doesn't create media that's beneficial to society. It creates media that's beneficial to deodorant manufacturers, and quite frankly, there's a lot to be gained by producing material organically that shows people what other people are up to, as opposed to what someone wants them to see in order for them to buy some product, And of course, you're going to have advertisers in community-based media, but it doesn't tend to go to that sociologically manipulated, orchestrated level that you see in national television.
If people would like more information on the Eastburg Community Alliance, where would they go?
The Eastburg Community Alliance website is eastburgalliance.com. We also have a Facebook group. The Eastburg Alliance website will explain all of our different committees, and each committee is focused on a different way to attract more attention and activity to downtown. And the Facebook group is a great way for people who just are casually involved to stay abreast of volunteer opportunities and events like this. Also, my phone number is 424-7540 if you want to use that medium.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Henry. Now let's get back to more fun at the 2009 American Freedom Festival.
Sometimes water tastes fine. Ever since I met you, babe, I'm thirsty all the time. Won't you try to understand? I want you I can be your man. Well, honey's better than sugar, but sugar just as
The
sweet.
Freedom Festival is put on every year by the Eastburg Community Alliance, and it's just a reason to come down. It's just a reason to come into town, see all your neighbors, get reacquainted with anybody you hadn't seen since last year, and remember how much fun it is to hang out downtown in East Stroudsburg. The Eastburg Community Alliance is a group of concerned individuals, some business owners, some people that have a stake in downtown East Stroudsburg, and other people that just live nearby and care. And I want to say thank you to my board. Those are the people I was referring to, and they've all worked very hard to make this event happen. They've all labored here tirelessly all day, and they've been a great support to East Stroudsburg. And I've only been here since March, but I've already seen their dedication, and it's impressive. I'd also like to thank all of East Stroudsburg's borough workers. They also do a lot of extra work for us today to help this happen. Obviously, we're in a borough park and we're making a mess, and they're putting up with us, and they're making provisions for us to be here ahead of time as well. Jim Phillips, the borough manager, has again given a lot of extra time to this event and helped us out quite a bit, and Jim deserves his due as well. And Skip's been here, I believe, since the first Freedom Festival.
Making this stage happen, making sure we have excellent entertainment all day. Hope I'm not. Oh, I can't forget Pocono Medical Center. They chipped in the last minute to make sure that we had enough money to have a nice stage, a good sound system, professional sound people here, and a whole slate of music all afternoon. So I'd really like to thank Pocono Medical Center very much for that contribution. If you're interested in learning more about ECA and what we do, how we try to attract new activity to downtown East Stroudsburg, and how you can get involved, I really recommend visiting our website. It's eastburgalliance.com, and you can also stop in and visit me at 1 Washington Street in downtown East Stroudsburg and learn about how you can get more involved and get a better picture of what we do here. But I won't bore you all before the fireworks. Let's get on to the 50-50. Tonight's prize is $730. I'd like to thank all of you who bought tickets. You're helping this event happen without an admission price.
And this is Amber that's going to pick.
Amber came up. She's going to help us by picking the number. So, Skip, let Amber have at it. Get out your tickets. The prize is $730. Read it. I'll be a monkey's uncle. Mr. John DeVivo. And where do we go from here?
I call the cops. We're going to get the...
Okay. Get them coming down.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Just keep your eyes on the stage. We're going to have the flag presented in a moment here and go into taps as played by Mr. Skip Dietrich. Hey, don't be shy. It's okay to applaud for your officers. If everyone would please join me in a moment of silence.